source and control. This one. I believe it was about to start listing children.
Mm-hmm. Blood on. Better than me.
I used to play in school.
So,
La Yashal.
alright.
Let me go again. No?
Yeah. Alright. Wapanyan Hakadan. We turn to face the east. And we're going to say Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
It's the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanau. Shabbat Shemayim. Kadash. Hayah. Shakah. Yahweh. Lakuka. Kaba'ah. Ratazah. Hayah. Aisha. Ba'aratazah. Kawah. Hayah. Bashemayim. Tananah. Lakam. Call. Yawam. Wasalaknawa. Kabawafawa.
Kasalaknawa.
Kabawaf.
Oh, Kabawafit now.
Kabawafnawa. Kasalaknawa. Kabawafiyanawa. Wala'ah. Kabayanawa. Wanasawa. Abo. Wanashanawa. Mayan. Right. Kaya. Laka. Amalakwa. Waha'ala. Waha'tapara. Iwalum.
Amen. In English, our Father,
which
art in heaven,
hallowed
be thy name. Thy kingdom come. And will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give this day. Our daily bread. Give us of our debts. As we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thou is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be.
The power in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashem. Yahushua. Tananah. Hakat. La'afa'ah. Kalmaka'ala. Hakat. Latahor. Hamatzazari. Hakat. Lahakwai. Hamathi. Hakat. Al-Rakawaf. Hatama'ala. The Garshan. Ba'ashem. Yahushua. Wada'aman.
In the English. Lord,
Lord,
in the name of Yahushua, please give us the power. Power to heal. All manner of sickness. All manner of disease. Power to cleanse the leper. Power to raise the dead. Power against unclean spirits. Cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you, so be.
Psalms 121 in Hebrew. Asha'ah. Ayanya. All. Ahori. Ma'ayan. Yaba'ah. Azorius. Ma'ayin. Yahweh. Aisha. Shamayim. Ba'aratazah. Ayathan. Lamawat. Regal. All Yanawam. Shamarka. Hana. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayashan. Shawamar. Yasha'ala. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Zalka. Ayat. Yam. Yawamam. Hashamash. La'ayakak. Ayarak. La'ayala. Yahweh.
Yashamark. McCall Rock. Yashamark. Afnapash. Yahweh. Yashamark. Taza Avaka. Wabba Ma'aita. Wa'ai. In the English, I will lift up my eyes into the hill. From whence comes my help? My help comes from Yahweh. Which made heaven and earth. Even I suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee when I slumber. Behold. He that keepeth Yashar'Allah. Shall neither slumber nor sleep. And how is thy keeper? How is thy shade upon thy right hand? The sun shall not smite thee by day. Nor the moon by night. How shall observe thee from all evil? He shall preserve thy soul. And how shall preserve thy going out. And thy coming in. This time forth. Even forevermore. Psalms 83 in Hebrew. Allahayim. All the mighty Lakah. All Fakarash. All Fashakwat. All Kayahana. Awabika. Yahama Yawan. Wamashanayaka. Nasha'aw. Ra'ash. Alamaka. Ya'ira Yomwa. Sawad. Wayataya Watazawa. Altazapalaka. Amolo. Lakau. Wanakayadi. Magoya. Wala'a. Yazakor. Sham Yasha'Allah. Wala Salaki. Iwan. Kaya. Nawa Atazawa. La. Yakad. Ayakat. Or Yakarafwa. Ahoya. Adawam. Wayashama Aliyah. Wayashama Aliyah. Mawa Abba. Wahagorium. Gabor. Wa'amawan. Wa'amalak. Palashah. I'm Yeshabi. Tazawar. Damashawar. Nalawa. Imam. Hayawa. Zarawai. Labaya Lawat. Salah. Ashalaham. Kamadi. Kasaya Sora. Kayabi. Banakal. Kwayashi. Nashamawa. Ba'ayan. Da'ara. Hayawa. Daman. La Adama. Shayatumwa. Nariyapumwa. Ka'ira. Wakaza'aba. Wakazabak. Wakatazomina. Kalnashayakumwa. Ashar. Amorwa. Nayarasha. Lanawa. Na'awaf. Alahayim. Alahaya. Shayakumwa. Kagagala. Kakwash. Zapayan Rakah. Ka'ash. Thaba'ira. Ya'ira. Wakalahaba. Salahat. Haryam. Khan. Tharadama. Basa'ira. Wabasawafka. Tamahol. Walahat. Mala'ah. Payaham. Kuala 1. Wayabakwasha. Shamkat. Yahau. Yabasha. Wayabaho. Ayai. Wayakapo. Wayaabawa. Wayada Ira. Kaya. Ata. Shaka. Yahau. Labaka. Ayawan. I'll call how rock. I see why you have to get done. Oh, Salaki. Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O power. Keep not thy silence, O power. Be not Salaki. And hold not thy peace. Be not still, O power. For lo. Thy enemies make it to moat. And they hate thee and lift up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. They have consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said. Come. Let us cut them off from being a nation. Let the name of Yashar'Allah may be no more remembrance. They have consulted together one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom. And the Ishmaelites. Moab. The Hagarim. Baal. Ammon. Amalek. Philistines. And the inhabitants of Tyre. The children also joined with them. They are hoping in the children of Lot. Salah. You want to them as to the Midianites. That's the Sisera. That's Jabin. And the brook Kasar. The Pharisee endure.
Spirit should endure.
Their scheme is done for the earth.
His scheme is done for the earth.
Make them nose like a rail.
Make the nose like a rail.
Lights in air.
And lights in air.
Yea.
Yea.
All the princes as a
All
body.
the princes above.
And as a moon.
And as a moon.
Who said?
Who said?
Let us take ourselves to the house of God in possession.
Let us take ourselves to the house of God in possession.
Hold my power.
All my power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
Let the stumble for the
Let
wind.
the stubble for the wind.
Let the fire burn the
Let
wood.
the fire burn the wood.
As the flame set the mountains on fire.
As the flame sets the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy temper.
So persecute them with thy temper.
Make them afraid with thy storm.
Make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
Oh, Yahweh.
Oh, Yahweh.
Make them be let them be confounded in trouble forever.
Let them be confounded in trouble forever.
Let them be put to shame and perish.
Let them be put to shame and perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
Thy name alone is Yahweh.
Thy name alone is Yahweh.
The most high of all the earth.
The most high on all the earth. The blessings in the Hebrew. Barak, Adah, Yahweh, Why Yahweh Shai, Why Maki Allah, Why Allahayim, Why Tazabi, Allah Yahan, Ha Alawaki, Ha Sarani, Ha Kwatazani, Ha Kayiyoli, Why Akwafi, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Waraman.
In English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Mike. And Yang. Commander Yohan. The General. The Captain. The Officer. Troop. And the sisters. Yahweh. The name Yahweh Shai. Thank you so big. Bless on you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
And
all things live.
Yahweh.
In the name Yahweh Shai. Listen to us now. Right now. Say evils and curses. Punishment and destruction. To the heathen. And speak this like that speak against us. Thou prophets and thy teachers. The princes and the priests. Israelite brothers in the school. Say evils and curses. Punishment and destruction. To the heathen. And shake loose the treasures of the rich of Israel. They refuse to get to the school. Force their riches into thy sanctuary. Say evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. To the Edomite. In the nation they drug dealers. Court system. Prison system. Planned Parenthood. All the governments of our enemies. MLS synagogues and army. Roman Catholic Church. Pope. Islam. Christianity. Egyptology. Militia. Ku Klux Klan. Aryan Nation. Skinhead. Pascal Gay Move. Lesbian Move. Spies. Workers of witchcraft. Now space program. Army. Navy. Air Force. Marine. Wall Street. Open up the internet. And the airways. Can access channel. And the radio channel. Convict the spirit of any of our people. That seek to stop us. And bring swift destruction. To all the heathen. That stand in the way. Or try to stop us. Broadcast your words. Throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues. Cause them to go to and fro. Through the earth consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai. Michael. And Gabriel. Come down with the flying saucer. And punish all the heathen. That come up against us. As we speak thy words. Cause be known by all. That is the angels that have done it. Cause be spread throughout the media. Throughout the whole world. Cause the shaker that come. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you so big.
It's right there in that water drink right there. I got you. What you got?
Sure.
My sword down in the truck.
Numbers. What I got?
What is that? I know it was up to the point where it was about to start listing all the names. I believe it was the names of the leaders of tribe. This print is so small. Okay, Kyle, number 13. 13 and 1.
It's 13 and 1?
Okay. Before we're talking about how Miriam got leopard.
No, we passed that.
I know. be Numbers 13 and 1.
Let me see. Should be Numbers 13 and should be Numbers 13 and 3.
3? Mm-hmm. All right.
Because you know they just want to start naming children.
I thought we got to like Issachar or something.
No. Oh. No, we number 6. Numbers 13 and 6.
13 and 6.
Yeah, you're right. Because we should start at 6. Because we got past Simeon.
That's right, I do remember that.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We get a Lord a hand. All right, we had another Sabbath service. The Lord said 6 days thou shalt work, but on the 7th day shall be a day of rest. So it said the 7th day shall be a day of rest. And each in the seventh day, 6 days thou shalt work, 7th day shall be a day of rest. Today is the 7th day, and we carry out those
Asiatic face.
Asiatic face, sir.
All right, so we keep the Lord's Sabbath, every 7th day. All right, and it's in Leviticus. Matter of fact, go to Leviticus 23, 23rd chapter, verse 3.
You said 23.
23.
Dang, this princess. Yeah, through all this
Yeah, it's like a backup book for people who don't have Bibles.
I should have brought mine up here. It's Leviticus, the book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 3. 6 days shall work be done, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest and holy convocation. You shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings.
All right, so it's the Sabbath in all your dwellings. All right, so you might hear people tell you that you can't keep the feast days, but those same people will keep the Sabbath. All right, the Sabbath is a feast. It's a holy convocation of the Lord. So it's the same as we keeping a feast day. You have the same rules inside of the Sabbath that you have on, any other holy convocation day. You're not allowed to work, and it's a day of rest for you. So this is something that needs to be done on the regular. A lot of people don't keep the Sabbath. They will go to work or ask for overtime on Saturdays. You know what I'm saying? And that's just not what the Lord, told us that we should be able to do, that we should be doing. We shouldn't be, asking for overtime on a day where the Lord say, no survive work. And you can't have other people working for you also. You own businesses and stuff like that. You can't have people working for your business on the day of the Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? Survive work is someone paying you for services. All right, to do some kind of work for them. All right, that's something that's against the law. All right, so just remember that whatever you're doing when you trying to keep the Sabbath. All right, it's not a day. It's not a religious day. It's not like your Christian church where you got to go to. You got to go to keep the go do communion and what I'm saying, things of that nature. It's not that at all. All right, this man was made for the Sabbath. Planet too. Man was made for the Sabbath.
The Sabbath.
Sabbath was made for man, and not man wasn't made for the Sabbath. All right, Christ kept the Sabbath. Christ kept the Sabbath. The Pharisees were always trying to catch Christ breaking the Sabbath, so they have some kind of reason to, punish him for, or kill him for breaking the laws of Moses. All right, and Christ kept the Sabbath also. All right, real chat.
It's the book of Mark, chapter 2, and verse 27. And he said unto them, the Sabbath was made for man.
Go up for some context. Go up 2 verses.
Verse 25. And he said unto them, have ye never read what David did when he...
Go up 2 more verses.
Verse 23. And it came to pass when he went through the cornfields on the Sabbath day, and his disciples began, as they went, to pluck the ears of corn.
So now they're going through the cornfield, right, to pluck ears of corn, which is also in the scriptures. You leave the corners of your fields for the poor, all right, so they can eat. So they were just going back, and plucking, corn off of the cornfields, right, which is not servile work. All right, keep real.
Verse 24.
What would be servile work in that context? What would be servile work?
In the context of plucking the corn?
Yeah.
If you were doing it for profit, for personal gain, outside of for necessity.
Well, if they was hired to pluck corn, that would be servile work for them. Now they would be doing what? Breaking the law. They would be breaking the law if they was hired to pluck corn on the Sabbath. All right, keep it.
Verse 24. And the Pharisees said unto him, behold, why do they do on the Sabbath day that which is not lawful? Mm-hmm. Verse 25. And he said unto them, have ye never read what David did when he had need and was an hungered, he and they that were with him? Verse 26. How he went into the house of God in the days of Abiathar the high priest, and did eat the showbread.
All right, so now David would be doing what?
Breaking the law.
Breaking the law, because the showbread is for what?
The priest.
The priest. All right, David was not a priest at the time, so he would be breaking. Technically, he would be breaking the law by going in there and eating food when he was starving. He was starving, and he went and ate the food that was sitting there on the thing. So now, who's going to tell a man who's starving not to eat this food? Is it more important that you should not eat the food, or is it important to save your life if you starve? All right? Which, that's what David was doing. So, like, Kibber.
Which is not lawful to eat, but for the priests, and gave also to them which were with him. Verse 27, and he said unto them.
Now, he was going to do the Lord's work. David was anointed of God. And so he was going to do the Lord's work. So he needed to eat while he was going to do the Lord's work. It would be no different than, you might hear fake Israelites be like, man, you can't eat on the Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? Cook on the Sabbath. Or, you can't, pump gas on the Sabbath. Well, if I need gas, if I got to pump gas in my car to go do the work of the Lord, then am I breaking the law?
Nope.
You do what I'm saying? So you have to, and that's what Christ was saying. That would be like healing somebody on the Sabbath. Yeah. Am I breaking the law by saving somebody's life on the Sabbath?
Law.
And the Pharisees didn't understand, the spirit of what Christ was doing. They broke the law. The priests break the law every Sabbath because they're doing what? They cooking and cutting up stuff, and you know what I'm saying, doing all kind of stuff, to be able to, do the work of the Lord. They have to break the law to do the work of the Lord. So are they sinners for doing it?
Nah.
And this is what Christ was trying to explain.
Verse 27. And he said unto them, the Sabbath was made for man, and not man for the Sabbath.
And man wasn't made for the Sabbath. It was made for us to have a day of rest. It wasn't made for us to be religious on the day. Like IUIC and, you know, anybody who wear fringes on their t-shirt is religious. Anybody. All those groups you see with fringes on their t-shirt, they are religious. And they have no idea about the spirit of the law or what kind of spirit we should be in when we're doing this work.
Right.
They just religious. They believe, you know, in the new moons and all this old stuff. They worship the moon and things of that nature. All right, and not worshiping the Most High. All right, drop that. Let's go to the Hebrew.
This is Numbers chapter 13 and verse 6 in the Hebrew. Amatah, Yahawada, Kalab, Ban, Yapana. Verse 7. Lamata, Yashakar, Yaga'al, Ban, Yawasak. Verse 8. Lamata, Aparayim, Hawash, oh, I'm with you. Yeah, Hawashai, Ban, Nawana, Nawan. Verse 9, Lamata, Banyamin, Palataya, Ban, Rapawa'a. Verse 10, Lamata, Zabalawan,
Zidnar.
Gada, Zabawalan, Gada Ya'ol, Ban, Sawadya. Verse 11, Lamata, Yawasak, Lamata, Manasha, Gadaya, Ban, Sawasaya. Verse 12, Lamata, Dan, Amaya'o, Ban, Gamalya. Verse 13, Lamata, Ashar, Safawar, Ban, Mayaka'al. Was that Mayaka'ala? Mayaka'al. Right? Mayaka'ala. Verse 14, Lamawat, Napathaya, Napatholia, Nakabaya, Ban, Wapasaya. Verse 15, Lamata, Lada, Lad. It's like it. God. It's like it. Yeah, I thought that was solid as an ill. Ga'a wa'o, Ban, Makaya. Verse 16, Allah, Shamai Wath, Ha'anashim, Ashar.
What verse is it?
Verse 16.
Where you started?
6.
Okay. Yeah, let's stop.
Let me finish this one up.
Yeah, go on, finish it.
Shalak, Masha, Lathawar, Af, Ha'arakza, Wayakwa Ra'ah. Masha. Laha Washa.
Yeah, number 13.
Ban. Nawan. Yahweh Shai. It's Numbers chapter 13 and verse 6 in English. And of the tribe of Judah, Caleb the son of Penuel. Verse 7. Of the tribe of Issachar.
Go back to it.
Verse 6.
Yeah.
Verse 6. Of the tribe of Judah, Caleb the son of Phanuel.
Who?
Phanuel. Oh, it's like it. Jephthah.
Yeah, I'm like, where is you at?
It's like it's my bad.
All right, so now it's talking about the leaders of each tribe, right? So everybody had to make a leader of their tribe. All right, so you had Simeon, you had Shaphat, yeah, of Judah, you had Caleb. Caleb was one of the ones who made it into the promised land, right? He was one of the ones who actually walked through the Red Sea, all right, and made it to the promised land. Caleb was one of those ones. It was him and Joshua, and the only ones left that actually walked through the Red Sea with them. But Caleb was a leader inside the tribe of Judah. All right, keep reading.
Verse 7. Of the tribe of Issachar, Igal the son of Joseph. Verse 8. Of the tribe of Ephraim, O'Shea the son of Nun. Verse 9. Of the tribe of Benjamin, Palti the son of Raphu. Verse 10. Of the tribe of Zebulun, Gadiel the son of Sadai. Verse 11. Of the tribe of Joseph, namely of the tribe of Manasseh, Gadai the son of Susai. Verse 12. Of the tribe of Dan, Amiel the son of Gamali. Verse 13.
Because the tribe of Joseph had 2 tribes to come out of him.
Yeah.
All right, so he had Ephraim and he had Manasseh. So 2 tribes came out of Joseph. All right, the tribe of Joseph. When you hear somebody say the tribe of Joseph, it's not just one tribe.
Yeah.
It's 2 tribes. All right, keep reading.
Verse 13. Of the tribe of Asher, Sethur the son.
What can you find that at?
Salaki was sitting.
What can you find that at? When 2 tribes were made out of Joseph.
Let's see.
Genesis 49.
Is it 49?
Yeah, 49, 48.
It's when Jacob was on his bed, deathbed. That is.
It's not 49.
Nah.
It should be 48.
Yeah.
It's 48.
It's 4. I know it's 4. I think it's 49. Yeah. But you can keep going.
Oh, so you
yeah, we can read it. Yeah.
It's Genesis chapter 48 and verse 17. And when Joseph saw that his father laid his right hand upon the head of Ephraim, it displeased him, and he held up his father's hand to remove it from Ephraim's head unto Manasseh's head. And Joseph said unto his father, Not so, my father, for this is my firstborn. Put thy right hand upon his head. Verse 19. And his father refused and said, I know it, my son, I know it. He also shall become a people, and he also shall be great. But truly his younger brother shall be greater than he, and his seed shall become a multitude of nations.
All right. So that's it's more.
Lastly.
Okay, so yeah, that's where it's showing that Joseph, the sons that came from Joseph will also be part of the sons of Jacob.
Yeah.
All right. So instead of Joseph being one, why didn't Joseph become a tribe?
I really don't know.
It's real easy to answer. You know how?
Because he was what they do to him? They got him kidnapped.
No. After they got him kidnapped, they fixed all that. But why is it that Joseph's sons are a tribe and not Joseph?
Does it have anything to do with Dan?
No, he got nothing to do with that.
Cause I know
It's
they
real,
got a
it's
double
real
portion.
simple answer.
I don't know.
I'm thinking of the part where he was second in command in Egypt.
Right. So
the reason why Joseph didn't come to the tribe because they didn't recognize Joseph in Egypt. I was on it.
Yeah, you left.
Oh man.
So for time's sake, I get it. Because he stayed.
What?
He stayed in Egypt.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he never left Egypt. All right. So he stayed in Egypt. So Jacob adopted his 2 sons.
But didn't all of them live in Egypt in the land of Goshen?
Yeah, but they left. They ended up leaving. Well, he was in control of the. He was in control of. He was number 2, like I was saying.
Right.
He was number 2 here. So Jacob adopted those 2 sons of his and told them that they would be a part of. Remember, the Lord blessed him finally too, where He blessed him double.
Where He blessed Joseph double?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's in 49.
Should be.
Because they explained it. You know.
No, it's not in 49. Yeah, go back.
Also, I read the wrong verse earlier. The one you wanted was verse 5.
Verse 5?
Okay. It's Genesis chapter 48, verse 5. And now thy 2 sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, which were born unto thee in the land of Egypt, before I came unto thee in Egypt, are mine.
There it is right there. Yeah, it was at the beginning. That's the beginning of.
Yes, that's the whole thing.
Okay, read it one more time.
Verse 5. And now thy 2 sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, which were born unto thee in the land of Egypt, which, it's like it, before I came unto thee into Egypt, are mine. Mm-hmm. As Reuben and Simeon, they shall be mine.
Right. So now he's telling them that those 2 children are going to be his. And they're going to represent Joseph as one of the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay. And Joseph wasn't going to be one. He was going to stay and rule Egypt and, be, great in the land of Egypt. But those 2 children are going to represent him in his stead. All right. Is that it on there?
I'm looking for the double portion. I know it's in Revelation, but I'm sure it's in Genesis as well.
No, it's in Genesis where he was talking. Where the Lord blessed him.
Verse 22 talks about how
blessed Joseph double.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Verse 22 say, moreover, I have given to thee 1 portion above thy brethren.
Yeah.
Which I took out of the hand of the Amorite with my sword and with my bow.
Keep reading. That's what he's talking about.
That was it.
He gave Joseph more than he got when he was blessing the children. He gave Joseph more. Joseph was his favorite. Joseph was the favorite of all the 12 tribes of Israel by Jacob. That was his favorite child, was Joseph. A lot of people think that it's Judah, but it wasn't Judah. Judah was a wicked bastard that helped, you know what I'm saying, kidnap and put him in the slave trade. You know what I'm saying? But Joseph was the favorite of all the children of Israel. All right, so he blessed Joseph more, than he blessed all the rest of the children of Israel. That was his favorite. Yeah. No, the time said we can just go on. We can move on. We'll talk about it another time. Just go back to the. You finished with the.
I forgot where I stopped. Oh, Naphtali. So, verse 14, of the tribe of Naphtali, Nabai, the son of Vapsi. Verse 15, of the tribe of Gad, Juel, the son of Makkah. Verse 16, these are the names of the men which Moses sent to spy out the land. Mm-hmm. And Moses called O'Shea, the son of Nun, Joshua.
Joshua.
Right? It's Joshua. It's not, it says Jehoshua.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's Joshua. That's the son of Nun, Joshua. Okay. It's Yahushua in the Hebrew.
Yeah.
Jehoshua. It's Joshua.
Jehoshua. This, you can go back to the Hebrew.
Yeah, you can go back to it.
It's Numbers chapter 13 and verse 17 in the Hebrew. Wayashalak, Afam, Mashah, Lafawar, Af, Arataza, Kana'aim, Waya Amar, Alahaim, Alawa, it's like Awa, Zaha, Banagab, Wa'al Yatham, Af, Ha-Hara. It's like it. Ha-Hara. Verse 18. Wa'ra'a Yatham. Wa'ra'a Yatham. Af, Ha-Arataza. Maha, Ha-Wa'a. Wa'af. Ha'ain. Hayashab, Alayah, Hakazakwa, Hakazak, Hawa'a, Harapa, Hama'ite, Hawa'a, Ra, verse 19, Wama, Ha'aratza, Ashar, Hawa'a, Yashab, Baha, Hata, Waba, Hawa'a, Ra'ai, Wam, Ha'ai Rayam, Ashar, Hawa'a, Yawashab, Bahanaha, Slaki, Habamak, Nayam, Bama, Barat, Slaki, Bama, Batazar, Yam. Verse 20. Wama, Ha'aratza, Hasha, Mana, Hawa'a, Raza, Hayash, Baha, Aitaza, Ayan, Wahathak, Zakwatham, Zakwatham. It's a long word. Walak, Wala, Kwakatham, Maparya, Ha'aratza, Waha, Yam, it's like a Yam Ya, Bakawarya, Ainabium, verse 21. Waya Alwa, Waya Tharwa, Ha'aratza, Mama Dabar, Kazan, verse 21. Second line down, second word in. Is it Kazan or Kazan? It's on the right side. Other side. Yes. Second word in. Right there. Tazan. Come. I. Rakah. Laba'ah. Kamath. Verse 22. Waya awa. Banaga. Waya ba'a. Aid. Kabarwan. Washam. Akayaman. Shashia. Wafalomya. Y'all, it's like Yala, Yada, Ya. Ha'aina.
Yala, Ya.
Like Yala, Ya. Ha'ainak. Waka Baran. Waka Baran. Waka Barwan.
Hey, stop. Go 3 through 23.
Shabbat. Shanyam. Naba Natha. Lapanya. Taza'ain. Matazarium. Verse 23. Waya Ba'awa. I. Nakal. Ashakal. Waya Karafwa. Masham. Zamawara. Wa'ashakal. Shalaki. Wa'ashak. Wallah. 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 Right? Wa'ashakawa. Aina bayam. Akad. Wayash. Ahawa. Bamawat. Bashanyam. Wamana. Haram. Nayam. Wamana. Or Waman. Hafa. Anyam.
Good job.
Good job.
Let's read it in the English.
This is Numbers chapter 13 and verse 18 in the English. And see the land, what it is, and the people that dwelleth therein, whether they be strong or weak, few or many.
All right, so he told them to go spy on this land, right? Because they're trying to move into the land. So they wanted to see, see what the people like. So they wanted to see if the people was weak, strong, or how many people it was, and they was going to be able to go check it out. All right, go ahead.
I skipped verse 17.
Verse
17. And Moses sent them to spy out the land of Canaan, and said unto them, Get you up this way southward, and go up into the mountain. Verse 18. And see the land, what it is, and the people that dwelleth therein, whether they be strong or weak, few or many. Verse 19. And what the land is that they dwell in, whether it be good or bad, and what cities they be that dwell in, whether in tents or in strongholds. Verse 20. And what is the land? And what the land is, whether it be fat or lean, whether there be wood therein or not. And be ye of good courage, and bring of the fruit of the land. Now the time was the time of the first striped grapes.
Right, so it was around the time. It was like around this time of year. They was going to search out the land to see what kind of land it was, and he was doing what we call recon on the reconnaissance on the land to see what kind of land it is, what kind of people it is. How is the land fertile? Is the land? What I'm saying? Just different things is going on inside of this country, all the way so we'll know what we're getting ourselves into. All right, keep it.
Verse 21. And so they went up and searched from the land of the wilderness of Zin unto Rehob, as men come to Hamath. Mm-hmm. Verse 22. And they ascended by the south and came unto Hebron. And where Ahiman, Shishai, and Talmai, the children of Anak, were. Mm-hmm. Now Hebron was built 7 years before Zoan in Egypt.
All right, so hold on. So it was like, hold on.
Verse 22. And they ascended by the south and came unto Hebron, where Ahiman, Shishai, and Talmai, the children of Anak, were. Now Hebron was built 7 years before Zoan in Egypt.
All right, so okay, so are these? I think these children of Anak are those giants, the Anaki people. Yeah. I think that's who these are. I'm not 100% sure right now, but I think that's who these people are. The children of Anak. Those are the Anaki. Those. Hold on. Yeah, I think these. I'm gonna find out though. But if y'all don't know, yes, these are the children of Anak. All right, so these are the giants. All right, y'all ever heard of? Okay, so you remember this is another way too. Side to sidebar. All right, I cut some dudes before on this topic. All right, so if you go to Genesis, I think 4, Genesis 4 and 3, giants. And it's talking about the giants. Fake Israelites will say that the son of men are these giants, these angels came down and had sex with women and created these giant people. That's what the fake Israelite doctrine is, right? So there's y'all never heard of it before? Okay, so if you battle, I done been in so many battles. I done battled this before. All right, so but this is how you come. All right, they'll say that those people were giants, and those were because it says that they giants right there, right? So they'll tell you that these people right here, the Anaki people, are those same people. All right. How do you know that the Anaki people are not those same people? Go ahead.
Because everybody was killed in the flood.
Everybody was killed in the flood except Noah and his family. All right. So this is how you cut them. So another way to cut them is give me another way to cut. Because this is the way I cut. Go ahead.
Because these are descendants of Ham. These are humans.
They giants though. So, but how would you cut them? They're gonna tell you that these are the giants that were of old. These are the same people that were of old. All right. So, what's a way that you cut them? I'm gonna show you how I cut. I killed their whole argument, and I really that anytime you battle this is the way that you cut. All right. So, how were the giants made? The giants of old made.
According to their doctrine, by angels coming down and having sex with humans.
Angels coming down and having sex with women, right? They created these people. So they didn't have a father, correct?
Oh, God.
All right? They didn't have a father. All right? So the correct angels were their father.
Right.
They didn't have a descendant, that they could tie their race back to. All right? It was just angels came down and had sex with women. Boom. Created these giants. All right? So now, these children of Anaka right here. These are giants also. We'll read that later on in the scripture though. But these are giants also. So how do you cut them and let them know that it'll cut the old doctrine also? But how do you cut them right here and let them know that these are not the same giants as those.
Because these giants descend from people.
Right? They descend from people, and
the other giants descend from angels.
Supposedly. But okay, so for time's sake, I get to. It doesn't say in here that they had sex with angels to be created. All right. It doesn't say anywhere, nowhere else in the scriptures does it say when you see giant people who are giant people like Goliath. Goliath was a giant, right? Yeah. Does it say that Goliath came from angels? No. Doesn't say that. All right. It doesn't say anything about the children of Enoch coming from angels. Also, the children of Enoch actually had a father. They had a father, and he had sex with women that was on the earth. Okay. All right, so these couldn't be the same people as the people that are talked about in Genesis 4. All right, read it one more time, verse 22.
Verse 22. And they ascended to the and they ascended by the south and came unto Hebron, where Ahiman, Shishai, and Talmai, the children of Anak, were. Now Hebron was built 7 years before Zoan in Egypt.
All right, so these were just tall people. They weren't just 40-foot giants walking the earth. Okay. These were just tall people compared to the children of Israel. We average. What's our average height? What, 5'8", 5'9", 5'10", something like that. That's an average height of a man. Black man. These people are just, they're probably 8 foot. You know what I'm saying? They were just tall people. Go ahead, sis.
So like I said, I got two things. So they just tall. You know how you see them Africans and they be like super tall?
Yeah, Manute Bowl.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they tall. They 7'5", you know what I'm saying? Compared to us, I mean, when we look at them, we be like, damn, these some giants. You know what I'm saying? Compared to, our side.
Right.
But yeah, what was the next question?
And also, too, I was going to ask, isn't it also that giants can also mean like their stature, like their status?
Yes. It can also mean that also. They can also mean their status, their like Christ was a giant. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Or like LeBron James is a giant. Michael Jordan is a giant. You know what I'm saying? These are people with great stature and prestige in our community, amongst our people. Right. All right. But these people right here, they were tall. Mm-hmm. They were tall. And that's why I talk about it later on, to let you know that this specifically talking about their height. All right. But these were tall people. They were giants. But they were not born of angels. Their fathers were not angels. These people actually had a descendant that they came from. All right. To let them know that these are not the same. And of course, all the other giants died in the flood. So where does it say that some giants lived and came back and had, more kids? These people descended from Noah. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? And these are not the same, giants that the fake Israelites talk about came from angels. Right. All right, go back to did you read verse 23? Right.
Verse 23. And they came unto the brook of Eshcol and cut down from thence a branch with one cluster of grapes, and they buried between two upon a staff, and they brought of the pomegranates and of the figs.
I think that was it. That was it. All right, go back to
This is Numbers chapter 13 and verse 24 in the Hebrew. Lamaquayim, Hahawa'a, Quara'a, Nakal, Asha, Kawal, Ashakawal, Adawak, Ha'ashakawal, the Shar, Karathwa, Masham, Banya, Yasha'ala. Verse 25. Wayashabwa. Mafawar. Ha'aratza. Makwataza. Arabayam. Yawam. Verse 26. Wayakalya. It's like it. Wayakalwa. It's like it. Wayalakwa. Yaba awa. It's like it. Wayaba awa. Oh, Moshe. Wa'al. Aharon. Wa'al. Kal. Ida. Banya. Yasha'ala. Oh. Madabar. Pa'aran. Padash. It's like a Quadasha. Wayash. Yabawa. Afam. Dabar. Wa'ak. Kal. Ha'ida. Waya. Ra'awam. Ra'awam. Wayar awam. Af. Karya. Ha'aratza. Verse 26. Waya Saparwa. Lawa. Waya Amarwa. Banawa. Ba'anwa. Oh. Ha'aratza. Ashar. Shalak. Shalak. Fanwa. Shalaka. Fanwa. Wagam. Zabath. Kalab. Wadabash. Hawa'a. Waza. Pazai. It's like Haraya. Verse 28. Asap. Kaya. Isaac. Ha'ain. Hayashab. Ba'arataza. Waha'ira. It's like it. Waha'ira yum. Waha'ira yum.
Yeah.
Batazar. Batazar Wath. Gadalath. Ma'ad. Is it Ma'ad? Ma'ada? Ma'ad. Ma'ada. Wagam. Yaladaya. Ha'ainak. Layadya. Ha'ainak.
Excuse me.
Ra'a Yanwa. Shum. Verse 29. Malak. Yawashab. Ba'aratza. Hanagaba. Hanaga. Wahakafya. Yabawas. Wahaya wasapya. Waha Amariam. It's lucky. Waha Amaria. Yawash. It's lucky. Yawashab. Bahar. Wahakan. Kanainya. Yawashab. Al. Hayam. Wa'al. Yad. Hayaradam. Verse 30. Wayahasap. Sakya. Wayahasap. Kalab. Oh, it's like it. Af. Ha'ain. Oh. Masha. Waya Amar. Ayla. Na'al. Waya Rush. Waya Rashanwa. Afa. Kaya. Yakawal. Nawakal. Laha. Verse 31. Waha Anashim. Waha Anashim. Ashar. Awa. Aimwa. Amarwa. La'a. Nawakal. La'a. It's like it. La'al Wath. Oh. Or La'ila Wath. Oh. Ha'aim. Kaya. So like you said. Kaya. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Kaya. Kazak. Hawa'a. Mamanwa. Verse 32. Wayataza Ya'awa. Ya'awa. Dabath. Ha'arataza Ashar. Tharawai. Atha. Oh. Banya. Yasha'ala. La Amor. Ha'arataza Ashar. Ibaranwa. Baha. Lathawar. Atha. Arataza. Akalath. Yawashabya. Wayashabya. Hawa'a. Wakal. Ha'aim. Ashar. Ra'ayanwa. Bathwaka. Bathawaka. Anashya. Mada. Oh, is that one word? That's two words. Okay, come. So Anashya. Madawath. Verse 33. Mawam. Wa'ar. It's like you. Ra'ayanwa. Af. Hanap. Hanap. Yalayam. Hanap. Yalayam. Banya. Ainak. Mana. Hanap layam. Oh, Hanapalium. Wanahaya. Ba'ayan yan Salakia. Ba'ayan yawa. Yan Salakia. Yanwa. Kakaga. Kabayam. Kakagam.
Call. I'm actually
Kakagabayam. Kakagabayam. Wakan. Haya Yanwa. Ba'ayanyam Yaham.
Really?
Well, stop it.
24.
This is Numbers chapter 13 and verse 24. The place was called the Brook of, verse 25. And they returned from searching of the land after 40 days. Verse 26. Verse 24. The place was called the brook of Eshcol because of the cluster of grapes which the children of Israel cut down from thence. Verse 25. And they returned from searching the land after 40 days. Verse 26. And they went and came to Moses, to Aaron, and to all the congregation of the children of Israel unto the wilderness of Paran, to Kadesh, and brought back unto them and unto all the congregation, and showed them the fruit of the land. Verse 27. Verse 24. The place was called the brook of Eshcol because of the cluster of grapes which the children of Israel cut down from thence. Okay. Verse 25. And they returned from searching of the land after 40 days.
They came back 40 days. They went to search the land for 40 days and came back. All right, keep it.
Verse 26. And they went and came to Moses and to Aaron and to all the congregation of the children of Israel unto the wilderness of Paran, to Kadesh, and brought back word unto them and unto all the congregation, and showed them the fruit of the land.
So they cut back. So remember Moses told them, man, to get some, gather up some of the first fruits, right? So they went out there and cut up the grapes and stuff, a whole lot of grapes, and brought them back to Moses to let them know that the land was good. The land was good for, planting and, sowing and stuff of that nature. And they had evidence with all of these big grapes that they had. You know what I'm saying? Show how good it was. All right, keep reading. We showed them the fruit of the land.
Verse 27. And they told him, and he said, we came unto the land whither thou sentest us, and surely it floweth with milk and honey, and this is the fruit of it.
So he let them know, man, this is plenty of fertile land in this country, in the land of Canaan. All right, so this is a spot where we definitely need to be at. All right, keep reading.
Verse 28. Nevertheless, the people be strong that dwell in the land, and the cities are walled and very great. And moreover, we saw the children of Anak there.
All right, so he's letting them know also, this is some fertile land. It's a great place for us to live, but the people of the land are strong, man. And remember he told them to go and check and see whether they dwelt in tents or whether they have fortified cities. And he let them know, man, they got fortified cities. And they walled, and they got the children of Anak there, these big giants there. That was like the most, that was the biggest thing that they said. You know what I'm saying? The people that we're going to go and we have to fight them, these people are giants. You know what I'm saying? That we're going to have to fight. All right? It's not going to be an easy battle. All right, let us keep reading.
Verse 29. The Amalekites dwell in the land of the south, and the Hittites and the Jebusites and the Amorites dwell in the mountains, and the Canaanites dwell by the sea and by the coast of Jordan.
So he let them know all of the ites that live there, all right, and where they at, and where these are the people who we're gonna have to either fight or live amongst. So he let them know what kind of people and what manner of people that they are. All right, keep reading.
Verse 30. And Caleb stilled the people before Moses and said, let us go up at once and possess it, for we are well able to overcome it.
So Caleb was like, he's from the tribe of Judah, of course. So he like, man, all right, they some giants. They got some big cities, walled cities. But what that mean? You know what I'm saying? We can still go up here and whoop them, man, and take these cities. You do what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Verse 31.
Which is so Judaish of him.
Verse 31. But the men that went up with him said, we be not able to go up against the people, for they are stronger than we. Verse 32.
So the other tribes were like, nah, you tripping.
Verse 32.
It ain't going to be that easy for us to go up there and just whoop them and take the city. So it ain't going to be that easy. All right, keep reading.
Verse 32. And they brought up an evil report of the land, which they had searched unto the children of Israel, saying, the land through which we have gone to search it is a land that eateth up the inhabitants thereof. And all the people that we saw in it are men of a great stature.
So let them know that it's not these people that's there, man. They not just some average dudes there. These are some big wicked evil dudes that's there, and it's not gonna be like you're saying. It's not gonna be an easy fight taking this land. All right, keep reading.
Verse 30. It's like in verse 33. And there we saw the giants.
We saw what?
The giants.
We saw what?
The giants. The sons of Anak.
The sons of Anak are these giants that they're talking about. All right, keep reading.
Which come of the giants. And we were in our own sight as grasshoppers, and so we were in their sight.
So it's like we look like grasshoppers compared to them. Going to try to fight them. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna look at us and be like, who is these people who come down here to try to conquer us? It would be like us looking at some Chinese. You know what I'm saying? Some Chinese, Chinese ain't nothing at this time. They are midgets, you know what I'm saying? They'd be like, who is he, man? Who is the Chinese dudes trying to come up against, us, and that's how the sons of Anak and the other people also that was there also. So there was the Jebusites, the Jebusites, the Amorites, the Canaanites, the Hittites, and the Amalekites. They were all there too. So they were was there, but amongst them was the sons of Anak. And those were the ones who really just kind of frightened the children of Israel. They was like, the rest of them, they just some evil bastards. But these dudes is different. These are some giants, you know what I'm saying? And it's going to be hard to come up against them and fight them, you know what I'm saying, because of their stature. They're taller than us and, bigger than us, so it's going to be kind of a hard fight for us. All right. I think somebody had a question there. Oh, I guess not. Okay, so this is what was going on, and now this finna start getting into the Book of Numbers. Book of Numbers is one of my favorite books. All right, because the Book of Numbers, it starts to talk about, what the children of Israel was doing before they went into the land of Canaan, and how when it's more detailed about them, on the outskirts of them getting close to the promised land, and it talks about a lot of stuff that was going on at that time. There's a lot of stuff that was going on before they got inside of the promised land. And this is them in the wilderness and all the things that they was doing in the wilderness, leading up to them, getting into the promised land. So it's one of my favorite books. It got a lot. It's detailed, real detailed, and it talks about a lot of stuff that the other books don't talk about. All right. Anybody got a question? Go ahead, bro.
I was trying to get a breakdown on Jeremiah 22, 21, and 22.
Jeremiah 21 and 22?
I'm just trying to get an understanding with the wind. It says the wind
eat up the past.
Pastors come.
You got that out of one of my videos.
You said Jeremiah what?
You got that out of my video. I was talking about that in one of my videos.
What is it?
Jeremiah 22 and 21.
21, 22. Talking about the wind gonna eat up the past and your lovers. Something about your lovers in there. Hold on. You said what? Jeremiah what?
Jeremiah 22, 21, and 22. Well, 21 goes with 22, right?
Hold on, let me see.
It is not my voice. The wind shall eat up all thy pastures, and thy lovers shall go into captivity. You asked what the wind is?
Is the wind is the truth?
Hold on.
That's what I'm asking.
Jeremiah what?
Jeremiah 22, 21, and 22.
All right.
Steal this from Moses.
Yeah, that's a verse I brought out on one of my videos I did. Matter of fact, it might be gone now. It was I just had it on my Western yesterday. So this is talk. Okay, go to. What was your question first?
Well, I just need an understanding what the wind is. What is the wind? Is the wind the truth?
Okay, so all right, read verse 20. Read verse 21.
It's Jeremiah chapter 22 and verse 21.
Go to 20.
Verse 20. Go up to Lebanon and cry, and lift up thy voice in Bashan, and cry from the passages, for all thy lovers are destroyed.
All right, so it's talking about the lovers. All right, the lovers are always the other nations. Us following other nations of people. All right, with their religions, their philosophies, their lifestyle. That's the Lord's called them our lovers, because we love them more than we love the Most High. And we love them more than we love our own culture. So the Lord is always want to make an example out of your lovers, to show you that, these same people who you love so much, they don't love you that much. Right? And those same people who you love so much are going to be destroyed right before and let them know that the Lord is more powerful than the people who you love. All right? That goes on back then. It also goes on right now. All right, keep it.
Verse 21. I spake unto thee in thy prosperity, but thou saidest, I will not hear. This hath been thy manner from thy youth, that thou obeyedest not my voice.
So what's this talking about?
Just basically not keeping the law, statutes, commandments, not following the Most High.
Right. So the Most High was let them know, while you doing good, I'll speak to you and you don't hear. While you doing bad, I speak to you, then you'll hear that. You do what I'm saying? While you amongst your lovers and you balling out of control, right? Breaking all the laws that I done gave you, but you balling out of control amongst your lovers, and I'm telling you to come back to me, you don't hear that when you balling out of control amongst your lovers. You're around these other nations of people and you living their lifestyle and you doing good in their lifestyle. You don't want to hear, it's like the rich ruler, right? Like Christ was telling the rich ruler to, sell all your stuff and come follow me. Hey, he ain't trying to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Sell all my stuff. I'm rich. Why I look like selling all my stuff to come be broke and walking around with you all around the land of Israel, saving and healing people and feeding people fish and, you know what I'm saying? Casting out demons. Why I look like doing all that, man, when I'm, I got $1 million in the bank. You do what I'm saying? I'm riding on 26s. You know what I'm saying? I look like letting all of this go to come, be in the Israelite school, the universal practical knowledge. What I look like? That's stupid. All right? And the Lord is like, I speak to you when you up, but you don't hear me. You know what I'm saying? And you've been doing this since your youth. You've been doing this a long time. So he's talking about the children of Israel and how we behave, when we amongst these other nations of people. All right, keep it.
Verse 22. The wind shall eat up all thy pastors.
All right, so who are the pastors that's talking about right now?
Talking about the religion leaders, politicians.
The ones who gives you your what's what I'm looking for?
Sense of morality.
Yes, the ones who give you your sense of morality. He said the wind gonna eat them up. All right, so this basically just talking about how they're gonna fall. They're gonna fall. The pastors, religious leaders the people who you go to for morality, they're gonna fall.
Okay.
Why are they gonna fall?
Because they're wicked.
No, stay with what we're talking about. Why are your pastors, the people you go to for morality, gonna fall? Don't forget, we're talking about us listening to other people and not listening to the Lord.
They're gonna fall because they're not keeping the law, statutes, commandments, and they're not following.
No, that's not why they're gonna fall. Why are these pastors, the people who you look for morality for, why are they gonna fall?
Because they follow the heathen instead of the Most High.
I guess I'll take that. What was it because of?
I was gonna say teaching the people to follow after the heathen instead of following the Most High.
Yes.
Disobedient, teaching disobedience.
Yeah, right. They're teaching you to follow the heathens and not teaching you to follow the Most High. All right. Those are the pastors, and the Lord is gonna destroy those pastors. All right, keep reading. So read 22.
Verse 22. The wind shall eat up all thy pastors, and thy lover shall go into captivity.
And what?
Thy lover shall go into captivity.
All right, the lovers should go into captivity. All right, who are the lovers?
The heathens.
Right. Those people who you love so much, others outside of the Most High, they going into captivity.
Come.
So what is the Lord trying to show you? Let me see the brother. What is the Lord trying to show you?
The Lord is showing us it's better.
Hold on. Don't answer that yet. Read the rest. And then answer. Because it'll help you out.
Surely then shalt thou be.
Start from the beginning.
Verse 22. The wind shall eat up all thy pastors, and thy lover shall go into captivity. Surely then shalt thou be ashamed and confounded for all thy wickedness.
All right, so now what is the Lord trying to show you? And this is something that's, it has to be done. It's something that has to be done. This is something that all of us went through. All of us done been through this. All right? And it has to happen to our nation of people in order for us to understand, to get the picture. All right, so what the Lord trying to show you?
He's showing I was going to say expose.
Yeah.
Well,
that's a good word to put. That's a damn good word.
Well, he exposing.
Well, who is he exposing?
He exposing the pastors, the religious leaders, how wicked and how.
Who is he exposing?
The people. Oh, Salaki, the heathens.
All right. And why is he exposing them?
Because the pastors is teaching the people to follow the heathen.
Right.
Allowing the heathen is going to save us instead of the Most High. We can depend on the heathen.
So what's the ultimate goal for him to expose them? Why is he exposing all of this?
I was going to say to show his power, but
you're thinking too hard.
Yeah, I know.
It's right there in the scripture.
He exposing the wickedness.
Right there in the scripture. And he's exposing their wickedness.
He's exposing the pastor's wickedness.
And he's exposing the pastor's wickedness. That ain't his goal.
The people wickedness.
Who's the people?
The children of Israel.
He's exposing our wickedness for following him. It's wicked for us to follow him. We ought to be ashamed. He's trying to humble us by showing that these people who you follow, it's like right now we follow a nation of people who are not a nation of people.
Come.
You do what I'm saying? He's showing us how stupid they are and how stupid we are for following stupid people. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, you should be ashamed of yourself once you see that, damn, we following the people, who can't cook, can't cook like we could. You know what I'm saying? We following the people who are, white people are just lame. They have no salt. They lame. All they got that we really envy is what? Money. That's all they really got that we envy. Everything else is, we way better than them at everything. And we should be ashamed of ourselves for trying to be like them. When we are the ones who creating the culture, everything goes off of what we do.
We are the culture.
We are the culture. We the culture. We the salt of the world. Everything goes off of what we do. And the Most High, you should be ashamed of yourself for trying to follow a lame people like these and trying to be like them when everything that I done gave you is making you what you are. Our law, statutes, commandments is what make us cool.
So the Lord is basically exposing the children of Israel about.
He's exposing the pastors and the our oppressors to show us that we look stupid trying to follow them. You do what I'm saying?
Come on.
That's what this is about. And we should be ashamed and confounded for all of the wicked stuff that we doing that they taught us.
Come on.
Trying to follow after them, we should be ashamed of ourselves. all the, you know, us selling drugs, us wanting to be gangbangers, us, you know, wanting to abort our babies, us, you know what I'm saying? All of the things, all the laws that we break to try to be like them, we should be ashamed of ourselves. Because they are the lamest people on planet Earth, and we are the coolest people on planet Earth. But we trade in our coolness to be lame.
It's like there's a scripture, I don't know what it is, but it calls them base men.
Yeah, they base.
They're basic.
They just are base people. There's nothing exciting about them. All they know how to do is kill and destroy. Okay. That's their, you know, that's their bread and butter, to kill and destroy. Come on. And, you know, the Lord saying that we should be ashamed and confounded because when he destroyed them, and we sitting like, okay, well, dang, the Most High just called World War III. And now we see that they really, you know, just want to, you know, they really don't know how to survive without us. America couldn't have been built without us.
Right.
America couldn't have been built into the greatest country on planet Earth without the Israelites. Come on.
So it's basically, this scripture is talking about the Lord exposing the power, exposing the heathen, and shaming us for following them because they are wicked. Why would you follow them instead of following me?
Right. Come. Right. That's what this scripture is about.
I'm getting it's coming to me now.
About us following these religious leaders who are leading us to I got no scripture. Who are leading us to Egypt. I got no scripture that says that. Hold on.
I got a question. Can 2nd Ezra 15 and 22 go with it?
Read.
2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 22. It say, my right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth.
I wouldn't put that together. It wouldn't be an exact precept. That's more general. This is more. Hold on, read one time.
2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 22. My right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth.
Right, that can go with that.
The sinners will be the pastors, the leaders, and then the swords shedding the blood. The sword will be for the heathen shedding our innocent blood.
You talking about Isaiah 31 and 1? Go back down to Egypt.
I'll read.
It's the book of Isaiah chapter 31 verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and say, and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel.
That's the one I'm looking for.
Not the one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one. I want to say it's.
What about 30 and 1? I read it.
That's a good one too.
30 and 1.
You teaching us it there?
Yeah, that go to that one.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 30 verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me.
That's another, but that's a precept for that other one too. But yeah. Read. That goes with what we talking about now. Read it one more time.
Come on. Isaiah 31 and 1. Woe unto the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me. And is that counter? Yeah. And that covered with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Is that a good one?
Oh, you a 30 and 1.
30.
30 and 2 is what he's looking for. He's looking for.
I don't even think that's it either.
It's that walk to go down into Egypt.
That ain't.
That's not it.
How you quote that?
I can't find it for you.
Shoot, please.
That's a good one, though. I think the one I'm looking for is. Yeah, can read that one more time.
Which one?
31, 1.
Yeah.
I read. It's Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
Read verse 2.
Verse 2. That walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
Right, that goes right on. So all these precepts go right. I'm gonna get another one too. Jeremiah 44 and 8. That's another one that goes with it. So all of these scriptures go right on. And this is just talking about us looking for the other nations, to get strength from the other nations and following the other nations instead of getting strength from the Lord. That's what all this is about.
You said 44 and 8.
44 and 8, Jeremiah 44 and 8.
Read it.
Yeah.
It's Jeremiah chapter 44 and verse 8. In that ye provoke me unto wrath with the works of your hands, burning incense unto other gods in the land of Egypt, whether ye be gone to dwell, that ye might cut yourselves off, and that ye might be a curse and a reproach among all the nations of the earth.
That's what the Lord said. He's going to expose them, expose you for following these other nations, and then you'll be cut off. You're going to be a reproach. So what's a reproach?
A disappointment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so that's what I'm thinking of.
Reproach addresses someone in a way as to express disapproval or disappointment.
So people are going to see you and be disappointed. They're going to call you all kind of names. They're going to call you all kind of. Go ahead, sis.
I was going to say you're going to be. It's a disgrace.
A disgrace, right? Yeah. You're going to be a disgrace. Same way we are today. People, when you try to tell people that we the true Jews, people look at us like we crazy.
I think I know.
Ain't no way that y'all the true Jews. Look how y'all act. Ain't no way that y'all, the children of Israel, look at the conditions y'all in. You do what I'm saying? That's a reproach. When they calling you names, calling us, giving us bad word, calling us bad word, that's one of the curses in Deuteronomy 28, that will be a reproach, to the other nations of people. And the Lord is saying the reason why we are a reproach is because of what? Go ahead.
Because of our disobedience.
Because we follow these other nations. Okay. That's why we are a reproach to the people. To the other nations of people. We are reproached because they looking at us like, damn, y'all, if y'all are the children of Israel, why the hell is y'all, doing the things that y'all do? You do what I'm saying? So we can't believe that you are when y'all are, the top end, murder rates and you know what I'm saying, and all this other stuff that's going on. How are y'all there? So this is what they're talking about, man. Inside. We're gonna end it. I say we're gonna end it. Unless y'all just got another. Okay. So we're ending for time. Say, man, I'm matching. Wapon Yah, with the army is turning to the east. We're gonna say the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanaw,
Abanaw,
Shabashemai,
Shabashemai,
Hadad,
Ayah,
Shakah, Yahweh, Malakakah, Raba'ah, Ratazah, Ayah, Aisha, Ratazah, Hayah, Ayah. Bashamaya.
Bashamaya.
Thalanau. Call. The wall. Masalakna. Walla Yanau. Balasawa. Abal. Mashanau. Mayan. Rod. Ayah. Waha Allah. Waha Para. Amen.
The Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, out in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Give us of our debts. Forgive our debts. Lead us into temptation. Deliver us from evil. That is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. So, turn. Israel will get one courtesy salute. Ahmad Shabbat. Ahmad. Barak. Yahweh Hashem El Shabbat. Y'all gonna talk? So, let's turn and face the sisters. Israel will get a sister one courtesy salute. Ahmad Shabbat. Ahmad. Barak. Yahweh Shema Ta'ba Hashem El Shabbat.
Yahweh Shema Ta'ba Hashem El Shabbat.
Y'all gonna talk? So, dismiss. Good job, man.
Amen.
Exactly.